What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video. I'm gonna be messing with my old beater Tahoe back here that I got. So it's been having the issue. It just started all of a sudden where you try and fill it up and it'll click off. You know, it'll pump a half gallon or a gallon and click off. So this charcoal canister right here is what we're going to take off and try and clean out and replace first and see if that don't work. You can see all them that are coming out of this bottom one, but they say put a screwdriver in there and bust all that up. So we're going to try this first and then buy the canister if this don't work. Oh y'all, that's a lot smarter than me. What is this? It says charcoal. Can I use this to cook in my grill? Alright, so we got our charcoal canister back in. And we got our 3 hoses hooked back up. With all our stuff cleaned out of it, I'm about to show you everything that came out of it. We're going to run up to the gas station and see if this helped any. Alright, moment of truth. Well, it hasn't clicked off yet. That's a good thing. Oh. See if it clicks off again. It is doing a lot more than it used to though. It used to only do a half gallon to a gallon at a time. I just knew that fixed it because it started out pumping good and then it stopped like it always does. But we got our spare tire popped out. Not putting that back in. Put our cover back on. This thing is flat. Good thing we didn't need it. It was flat. And our canisters right here. You can see, which one is that? This goes to the front line on the charcoal canister that we just tried that was up there. So we'll get this popped out. And so we got our one that goes to the charcoal canister popped off. This one that goes up to the neck. We got our plug. Now we're about to pop off our bolt on the top side. It's tight. And this one's 13 millimeter, just like the 2 on the charcoal canister were. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. It just falls off. It slides on it. We gotta fish this up. Alright, y'all, so we're back out here on the Tahoe this morning. This is the old solenoid, vent solenoid, whatever you want to call it, that I got off last night. And you can see this is the new one that runs over to the charcoal canister, and it comes with a new vent that goes up. It runs from the bottom up to the fill cap over on this side. So we're gonna get this thing popped in. Oh yeah, and it comes with a new little extension harness because the old plug was different, but it comes with a little adapter harness. So we're gonna get this thing popped in and hope it works. And then if that don't, the only other thing that's left is either replacing the charcoal canister that we tried to clean out yesterday evening, or the little purge valve up on the motor. So we'll see if this works. So we got our new one into place up there. Oh yeah, that ain't going nowhere. You can see what I'm talking about, how the other bracket was this way and this one should be mounted this way to be right for this to run back to the charcoal canister. Right there's the new one right there. And then your vent that runs over your frame up in there to your fill neck. But maybe this one's bad. Got dust coming out of it. So we'll see if this fixed it. So we got our evap purge valve off. It was sitting right in here like that. A line coming back there from the gas tank up to it, and then one running from here across over to your manifold right there, that little nipple right there. But y'all can see, well, I guess I done knocked it all out. A couple pieces of the charcoal mess fell out of it, which I didn't have no check engine light, but we got our new purge valve tucked in there. This line that runs back to the gas tank, we tried blowing it out best we could with compressed air. All it is, that little white clip, press it on, you plug right there, and then this one on the front that runs over here to your intake. So you cover back on, and we'll head to the gas station for try number 3. Little recap on what we've done so far. So first, we took off the charcoal canister. That didn't work. Second, we replaced the vent solenoid at the back, and that didn't work. And then third, we just replaced the little purge solenoid right up there by the fuel rail on the motor. Moment of truth. Get some high test in there. Yep, didn't fix it. Great. Well, that was $80 wasted this morning. Dang, it's doing it worse than it was. Alright, so back to the drawing board. Stink bug. So charcoal canister, got it back off, and you can see I still blowed out a lot more of the little charcoal pieces. You can see them all. There's one little, it sounds like a solid piece though. It don't sound like the little pebbles rolling around. But basically put my air hose on this one, and you could see them all shooting out of this one. And while I had my air, I kept shaking it around. You could see it blowing them all out again. So we're gonna throw this back on the truck and hope it fixes it. Because I probably messed up because I didn't have no evap code to begin with whenever we replaced the evap one under the hood, and also the one up underneath the truck at the back, the little vent solenoid. But we're gonna throw this thing back on because both of them was maybe $100, and this thing right here is like almost $200 at the parts store. So that's why I figured pop it back off, try and clean it out super good again, and then maybe try Amazon one, $40 or $50 one. But hopefully gonna get this thing figured out after we done throw all these parts at it. And if not, then all I'm gonna do is start taking every single vent line off here and there and blowing it out and just seeing if we got something that's clogged up, because it's just weird. It just started doing it a couple weeks ago out the blue. Back at the gas pumps again, still not fixed. So all right, y'all, day 37 of troubleshooting this filling issue on the old beater Tahoe. But no, seriously, we are getting a little further in this thing. Just dropped the gas tank and we're gonna blow out these lines and just see what we got going on. So this thing's pretty straightforward to remove. You got your clip here to your evap, your purge. That's you can unclip. This one is a little aggravating to get to. It is that slanted cross member right here. It's kind of up above it on the top side up there. So I had dropped the tank down. You just got your two straps right there, 15mm bolts, and then your two little plugs that's hanging down right here. Your two to your charcoal canister fill neck, and that's just another vent that goes up to the fill neck. Oh, and this one. This is what I was just hung up on that I had to get up under there and look at. So that is like that, and I bent that up a little bit, but there's a cross member right here. So this was hanging like that, and whenever I finally popped it off, everything fell down. But ain't much to it. Maybe by the time you jack the vehicle up, 30 minutes maybe to get it out, so not bad. One more thing I forgot to mention, guys, is hold on. See, trying to get it just right. See that piece in there? You can hear it's just rollover protection, but it just gives. I mean, whenever you push it, that's another thing to check. I'm gonna throw some tape on this, and I also pop this one off to blow through. Tape on this, just so we got our gas tank sealed up. Don't get no dirt in it. The blue charcoal beads out everywhere. So I blew into this one, and it was shooting out here and here. This one that we thought might have been clogged was not, and it comes out down there. But this one, if you're blowing this one, let's see, tracing the backs, see, it's got, this one's tied into it right there, and then it's also got another one tied into it that goes back down to this one. They're all tied together, seems like. And then obviously big one going back to your charcoal canister. But whenever I started blowing in, I blew in this way, then blowed in that way, then blew in this way, and just back and forth. But you could definitely tell that it was stopped up. It was blowing all these little charcoal pebbles out, peblets, whatever you want to call them. And then now it's blowing wide open all the way through it. So we're gonna slap this thing back in. I'm gonna just check the filler neck, make sure nothing's obstructing it or doing anything crazy with it. And we'll throw this thing back in and head to the gas pump. And just something else, just to mention. There's a little, right in there, a little catch. I guess just make sure nothing big goes down the fuel hose into the tank. All right, got it back in. You got your fuel line up, top driver's side corner, your evap purge, top passenger side corner. We got both the straps back on. One, two. Got our fill neck back on, little vent off the fill neck. Both the ones back on the charcoal canister. And that one that I was telling you about that goes over the cross member, that's on that little piece right up in there. Got it back on.